Friends, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you being here, and I just wanted to say that we are almost to 100 subscribers, and probably by the time this video comes out, we will be to 100 subscribers. So I thank my audience very much for tuning in and letting me help you in your business and grow your bookkeeping business, whether you're starting brand new or you have an existing bookkeeping business. Today in our beginner series, we're continuing on. And so I want to talk to you about pricing because I feel like this is where 90% of bookkeepers we get stuck at is in our pricing. And sometimes if we're pricing too low, we get just in a rat race, to be honest with you, and we don't end up giving the value to the client itself. And also we are just running ourselves ragged because we are doing more work than we estimated this job was going to take. And so it doesn't help with our confidence or help grow our business. So today I really want to help you get unstuck with your pricing, because I know this has been like terrible for me over the years. That has been like one of my biggest things that I just like losing money, just leaving it on the table just because I wanted to help so much. And I think sometimes our emotions get taken away. Today, I do want to share that with you. And of course, as always, there are some links in the description below to our free bookkeeping platform over community over at school. And then also I have my 8-week boot camp coming up in January for you to really help you get started right in the new year and help you step by step with me directly. Every week we'll be in the group talking, and you'll be able to share your screen after you get your first client set up, so we can make your QuickBooks very easy for you to do, and you'll give a lot of value to your customer, to your client, whether it's a roofing client or some other client in a different industry. Then this will really help you. Today in this video, we're going over stop undercharging, the real reason bookkeepers get stuck. And from my experience anyway, I can tell you that statement is 100% true. The first thing we're going to dive into is the thing that we get hung up on the most. And this is hourly billing, keeping you broke and invisible. When we look at businesses and we work, if you've worked for any company or anything, we're always paid by the hour. So in our brain, it's a default mechanism that, okay, I have my own business and I charge X amount per hour, $50 an hour, $125 an hour, $250 an hour. So it's just like a default. So we have to break that default that we have in our brain, because we are giving our clients all of our best value, all of our gifts, all of our skills. But charging by the hours makes clients focus on time. So they'll keep you in a small little space here asking you, that doesn't really take that many hours. Why did you charge me this? And what is the rate per hour? How long is this going to take? When will you have my books ready? That's not value for us, and it's not value for them. What they hired us to do is to get a job done. They want results. They want the books cleaned up, whether it's taking you 1 week or 3 months. That is what they hired you for and what they want in return, in exchange for that rate that you gave them. But the truth is, they don't care how long it takes. They care how much peace and profit they get from the result. When you move from hourly to monthly, and I know it's really difficult because our brain just thinks that hourly thing, we want to price the jobs that we're doing on a monthly basis because bookkeeping work is recurring monthly work. Now, someone might hire you just to do cleanup and say do 3 months worth of bookkeeping or do 6 months worth of bookkeeping. And then after it's cleaned up, then they have a bookkeeper, they have a family member that's going to start doing the bookkeeping. And a lot of times when this happens, then you're also going to have to train that person the system that you created in QuickBooks for that client so they can continue that workflow, so they can duplicate your system. So that's why you have to really get good at your bookkeeping system. It's like the biggest thing is the system that you are using. And so we will be going over this in our 8-week boot camp. And I'm going to show you my entire systems that I've used. And I've tried a lot of systems, a lot of money that I've paid for systems that didn't work out, a lot of money I've paid for coaching programs that didn't end up the result that I wanted. I still learned something from it. Some of it is all in our journey and our process of learning. And so that we have more knowledge to know that this is for me or this isn't for me. This isn't where I am right now. And if I can tell you any secret, any key, it's just like looking at yourself and seeing exactly where I am right now. What is the next thing that I need to help me improve my skills, improve the gifts that I do have that God has given me, and how to implement it and how to serve someone else. You do want to move over from hourly to monthly, and I know that is a jump. And if you already have clients, you can just do it one client at a time. Say, this next client, okay, I'm charging $1,000 a month, and then you see how that goes. And then a prior client you have, and I've done this personally myself, $600 a month is the lowest amount that my bookkeeping services can offer you at this time. Our rate is going to be $600. I had one or two people fall off at that, but then I had a lot that did not. It has all worked out in the end, but just know you might, when you change this over, you could lose one or two clients when you do it, but you're going to be serving such greater of a value. You're going to be making more profits with your increase in price, that it's going to be great for your business. Then our point two is you're not a bookkeeper, you're a translator of profit. Profit is a beautiful word, and I think we all have to keep that in mind. Is the company that we're working for, the business owner, we're helping them get a profit, and we're also helping ourselves get a profit as well for the work that we do. But your real job isn't just entering numbers, it's translating them into meaning. When you explain what the profit and loss is telling the business owner, you're helping them make better decisions. Like I have a client next week. We raised our prices by 10%, and we're going to be raising our roofing prices by another 10%, because we are like back in 2024 pricing, so we've been trying to catch this up. But the reason why we knew that we had to increase prices was from the profit and loss and going over this monthly with the client. But that transformation is from confusion to clarity. That's worth thousands of dollars to a business owner because they seldom really get that. But you just have to believe in yourself and believe in the numbers and, your belief in helping them. And then our third point is our confidence comes from our clarity and consistency. And I just really believe in this business, especially having your system, having your commitment, having consistencies, even on those days when Your brain just doesn't feel like it's working as well as it did yesterday. You have your system, so you know exactly what you have to do. So once you sit down to the computer, you can just work your system, whether it's your bookkeeping system, whether it's your marketing system, whatever system that you are going by. And I can tell you this saves me 100% like every day, just having my system. And even with my YouTube channel here, of having every Friday, I'm going to go in and speak to you guys and give you value and record a great video for you so you can do better in your bookkeeping business. You're a roofer's bookkeeper and you need to help the roofing company more. You can't charge confidently if you don't know your own process and it feels inconsistent. You just feel like you're bouncing all over the place. And that's the last thing that we want to do because we have no focus with that. And we don't get a lot done because we are going all over the place. When you have a clear system, your onboarding, your pricing, your reporting, and your client meetings, your confidence, it just skyrockets. And so that's what we wanted to do. And, I always feel better when I have a great conversation with someone, and think how you feel too. When you have a great conversation with someone, or you're learning something new, how it beefs up your confidence that you're not afraid to do bookkeeping for somebody, or you're worried about you're going to make a mistake. Because honestly, we're normal, we're human. We are going to make mistakes, but when we do make a mistake, we just tell the client we made a mistake and this is how I corrected it. That's all. We don't need to condemn ourselves or anything or feel like we're just a failure just because we made a mistake. I've really gotten down the system so that it works for me every day. And so I do want to share that with you. And I believe 100% it can work for you too. I hope maybe that you learn better, how to go from hourly to monthly, because it's really just a mindset that we have. It's just for years and years since we even had our first job, everybody is paid hourly. So now, we have our business. So we just want to give a project price, that I'm going to give you the results for this at this amount of money. And I'm going to finish it in 30 days. I'm going to finish month 1 in 2 weeks, whatever it is. That's what you really want to focus on. Thank you so much. And if you do have any questions with your pricing, to be sure, post it in the comment below. I read all of the comments and I will answer that in my next video or answer you directly in that comment so you can get the answer very quickly. Thank you so much. And I do appreciate everyone subscribing to my channel and watching my channel. And if you do know anyone that does want to open their own bookkeeping business, please do share this with them. And I'm sure it'll be a blessing to them too. But thank you. And I hope you have a blessed week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.